to shoulder.
Swing and a miss. McGinley scores!
To Shrine High School as we get prepared for this Cardinal Championship in the Catholic High School League. It's Father Gabriel Richard and Orchard Lake St. Mary's here today. Jeremy Otto alongside Chad Bush to bring you the call. So I'm glad you could tune in to this one here today. Well, we've had to dodge the rain. And when the weather gets warm like this, just, you know, a snap of a finger, you just never know what's going to happen. So there were some lightning strikes yesterday. We thought maybe this one would be pushed back to, 1, 2 o'clock, whatever it might be. They decided to move the first one later, and we will start relatively on time here today. It does make it kind of interesting for these teams. You wait around, you think you know what you're going to play when you wake up. So we'll see if there's a slower start, if they'll be ready to go here today.
No doubt. Glad to be with you, Jeremy, and this Cardinal Championship between two prize teams. St. Mary's undefeated, 11-0-2 against this Father Gabriel Richard team. They look, half the roster played on this team last year. They've got some veterans. It's going to be an exciting matchup between a couple of clubs that have played already this year. St. Mary's getting the better half of it.
You look at the goalkeepers as well, some experience on one side and some inexperience. And Mackenzie McMiller, she's the inexperience, but she hasn't looked like that really all season long. Has a bunch of clean sheets so far this year, and is a very tough player. We can get into that a little bit later, a specific story on that. Alexis Hazame, also a good one as well, a junior working on a consecutive shutout streak. All right, getting closer to this championship game right here from Shrine. We'll be back with it next here on The Prep.
Lowering the shoulder.
Swing and a miss. McGinley scores!
Jeremy out alongside Keith Jeffrey, the head coach of Orchard Lake here today. Well, big game obviously for your squad. You played this team before, a 1-0 game in that one. What do you expect in this one?
I expect it, it's going to be a challenge. Both teams are very good, very competitive. We are their only loss, so I know they're going to come out firing. I'm just hoping this delay doesn't have an outcome on it. So
yeah, how have you guys been staying loose?
Oh, we've been together. I mean, obviously we met. We went over the game plan. Some girls are still, they're getting taped up right now. So, hey, we're just grateful for the opportunity.
Mm-hmm. And I guess last one for you as well. What's made your team so special this year?
I think just the camaraderie, player-led team. I got good captains, good senior leadership. They're just coming together, playing for one another. So that's the most important thing.
Well, he's got to go coach this game, so we're going to let him go. More coming up next right here on The Prep.
Lowering the shoulder.
Swing and a miss. McGinley scores!
And it's going to be a challenge for us. I mean, they're a really talented football team. I think everybody knows that.
Four wide receivers. Pressure. Steps up. Marshall wants to run again. Cuts down the middle of the field. All alone. Touchdown! Warriors! What a cut.
Look, everybody wanna go and talk it. At the same time, gotta walk it. Better yet, run, go, hit a lick, divvy up with my homies, and we do it all again. Walking when we can get it, there's no hesitation.
Parents Changing Spaces is a locally owned, free senior living referral and placement service. They help families who have loved ones that can no longer independently care for themselves find a place to live. They work with families across Southeast Michigan to find all types of senior housing, including assisted living, memory care, and residential care homes. In addition, if your loved one is in need of some assistance but not yet ready to make a move, they can provide guidance and resources for in-care home givers, physical and occupational therapy, transportation, and much more. Parents Changing Spaces service is complimentary and of no charge to you. Give them a call today, 844-772-7368, to learn how they can help your family.
If you are looking for a life-changing workout experience, look no further than Pure Barre Novi. We are proud to help you achieve your fitness goals while joining a vibrant, supportive community that is over 300 women strong. Our classes are designed to strengthen and tone your entire body, and our teachers can help provide modifications for any fitness level. Find out more right now by calling 248-596 0002, visiting our website, following us on social media, or by coming to our studio right on Grand River Avenue in Novi. We can't wait to see you and help you achieve your fitness goals.
Lowering the shoulder.
Swing and a miss.
McGinley scores!
And it's going to be a challenge for us. I mean, they're a really talented football team. I think everybody knows that.
Four wide receivers. Pressure. Steps up. Marshall wants to run again. Cuts down the middle of the field. All alone. Touchdown! Warriors! What a cut.
All right, welcome back. Shrine High School, the site of this Cardinal Division Championship here today. Orchard Lake looking to avenge their loss from earlier in the season as well. Their only loss of the year to this Fighting Irish squad. Really good job of keeping possession of the ball overall and their approach. Take a look at their starting 11 here today. We talked about Mac Miller in goal for them as well. Some deep talent up top. It's a really nice mix, I think, of some veteran talent. They've got 11 players back from last year, but they really also mix in some solid younger talent as well. Orchard Lake on the other side, they've got Hazame in goal. Just 1 goal in 13 games of action given up for her. Olivia Rust, one of the ones to watch it outside back there. 6 goals, 4 assists, a 4-year varsity starter for this team as well. And it is kind of overcast to begin, but pleasant. It's going to get warmer. 80 degrees by 3 o'clock, I think, today. So,
Yeah, plus 70.
this one just underway as it's slammed in the direction of their attacking box here. We've already got a whistle that's going to go the other way.
Yeah, pleasant conditions, though, Jeremy. It started with a cancellation of game 1.
Yeah.
Now the sun's out. Some purple skies to the left, but we'll ignore that for the moment. We're underway, man, for the Cardinal Division Championship and CHSL Soccer. Good to be here.
Eaglets pushing it forward here. Looking on the other side. It's Cormacino, one of the younger pieces for them. Shifted back to the middle. That's Morgan Hamilton, who is in the area.
Yeah, 2 Carmosimos on the roster. Lily, the freshman, and Sophie, the 10th grader.
Yeah, Sophie, 7 goals and 10 assists this year. She led them in goals as a young freshman last season as well. Push forward for Klinkhammer.
Some physical play, Jeremy, by FGR to gain possession. Just for the brief moment, we've got a play here.
Going the other direction. Riley Martin, their holding midfielder. Ooh, just couldn't hold on to it there, and it's going to be slammed the other direction once again. Now Hazame. Mac Miller. Maybe one of the best goaltender matchups you'll see overall in these 3 championship games. There's one due to start right around 2 o'clock today, probably a little bit late. We got underway at 12:15 in this one.
It's a casual kind of Saturday, Jeremy,
Yeah.
where things are just going to start when they start, when everybody's ready and the Mother Nature wants to tell us when to start. Mike Evoy, executive director of the Catholic League, in his first girls soccer final as the executive director. Good to see Mike in the house. He's balancing everything and doing it alone. Doesn't have an assistant, hasn't replaced himself yet. doing an outstanding job, and these are tough when you have weather delays and challenges and cancellations. Not easy decisions either.
Yeah, sometimes finding that window is the hardest part. Do you want to start or risk, having a delay right in the middle of things as well?
Yep.
Sincular bombed one for Richer as that one is pumped right into the hands of Mac Miller.
Mac Miller, wasn't that a singer, performer, or band?
Yeah, I think so.
It's beyond me, but I do recall Mac Miller. It's a soccer name.
Isn't that a rapper? I don't know.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
May or may not still be with us. More on that later.
We'll get the research department on it. I think they are, for the record. I think so.
I hope so.
Yes. We should probably just move on.
Yeah.
Yes.
Move on we have.
Slade going the other direction here. Pushed down by Richer. Orchard Lake is, I won't say dominated this half of the field. They've definitely had the better striking chances. There's their first shot, and Mac Miller able to punch it down. It's a Richard team who graduated a senior goalie last year, so anytime that's the case, you kind of worry to see what's next, but maybe they didn't even know what was ahead overall. She's actually dealing with a fever yesterday, but she's just one of those players that is ready to go at all costs. Whether it's an injury, whether it's an illness, she's going to give it a go and give the most she has. Just one of those cases, though, when you have that good of a player and, that one willing to sacrifice their body as well for the good of their team. I mean, an 80% them is probably just as good as the next.
That's right.
Richer. That one shifted by Dunn. Right into the lap there, of course, Simo, the freshman.
This was the matchup everybody wanted to see. The rematch of this FGR team that knocked off St. Mary's for their only loss this year. I mean, this is the banger of the Catholic League, and this is fun to watch. Nick DePonio in the house, Catholic League champion in baseball yesterday evening in Novi. Nick has brought it back to Orchard Lake. Catholic League champions. His son Guy, a member of that team and pitcher, also in the house. All the stars are coming out for this one, Jeremy. And we're just
bringing
beginning.
out the big guns, yes.
No, but congratulations to Nick and his hardworking staff. They are littered in this lineup.
Punch for Nicodemus, looking for a chance, and she scores. Just what the doctor ordered. Gabriel Richard on top in the opening minutes of this as well.
How about the shot by Nicodemus, the senior, who's been playing at a high level this year, gets it done. No surprise. She's been getting it done all year, Jeremy.
Yeah, double-digit goals for her. Maybe the polished player on the other side.
So that's the start you dream of, right? If you're FGR, I mean, you want to get something going early. This is it. And Coach Morozowski, this is a dream beginning.
Yeah, third year as the head coach for him. First 2 years just kind of feeling it out in terms of how he wanted to set up their style of play. Had more of a 3-4-3 going in the last year. Has carried that over this year as well. Not necessarily your traditional 3-4-3, but he's a guy that has been involved with soccer at multiple levels. He still coaches college as well on the guys' side in
Is that right?
the Lansing area.
Yeah.
Coached at Madonna before that.
Hey, I've heard of that school.
Yeah, I went there,
Well, this crew is littered with Madonna. Evan Westfall.
That's true, yes, Evan.
Your
Yeah.
executive producer today. Recent graduate of Madonna a couple days ago.
Really? Is that fresh?
That's fresh. A couple days ago, a 4-year varsity letterman in golf.
Is he smarter now that he's graduated?
Smarter than Alex or smarter?
Smarter, I don't know.
He's on a fast track, and I kid. His brother Alex, of course, on our crew, and the fearless leader of the prep. Yeah, he's a star, and he's executive producing and recently promoted on the prep. So no, we appreciate all the Madonnaites getting it done today.
Who really saw that coming as well after Orchard Lake it kept it on the right half of the field here, but Gabriel Richard really capitalizing right on their first opportunity going the other way. This 1-0 lead early on.
This is not a goalkeeper that gets scored on. 12 straight shutouts. 1 goal in 13 games. That's what you told us about Hazame. And she gets
goal
struck
against
on.
this team too, you know.
That's right. So if you're Hazame, you're really thinking right now, look, I got to get locked in. The mental part of the game is strong, and goalie's got to sit on that. You know, it's not like another baseball at bat where you come right back up in a couple innings. But she's been phenomenal for Orchard Lake St. Mary's this year.
Sinkilar tossing it in there. They'll do it again. Actually, no, that one just stayed in play. Nicodemus, the goal scorer, chasing it. I really like the way she uses her body to her advantage as well. Physical, hard to get off the ball. Certainly has college talent, but doesn't necessarily want to move on and play at the next level.
And we see that with kids, and that's fine. You know, that's fine. Some people are burnt out. Some people want to just focus on academics and go find that academic specialist for what they want. That's cool. Nothing wrong with that. It's also cool the other way. The kid wants to move on and play at the next level.
Mac Miller coming out and playing that one.
You know, and sometimes they're probably not easy decisions. Most times. That's a lot of thought.
Yeah, a lot more places to play now, certainly. Rules changing and all that goes on with college athletics these days, and it changes by the day.
It does. Girls soccer gaining popularity by the minute has grown to a massive production and advancement.
Rust across midfield, looking for the Eaglets' next opportunity here as well. Nice intercept. Lundquist, the freshman, steps right in front.
A lot of youth on both these teams, Jeremy. And so both these teams are going to look to be familiar sights in the Cardinal Championship.
Ferris caught off the ball there, dangerous goal scorer. Here for FGR. Maddie Tripp puts a foot into that one. Off the noggin there of Tripp. She backs up towards her own defensive box. Punched by McFarland. They call her Miss Reliable as well on the Irish squad.
That's respect. Getting called reliable. The folks at the prep call you reliable.
Do they? Yes.
Well, yeah, because you showed up today after you had 7 start times announced. You only had one demand, a chicken salad with no beets and olives.
Yes.
That's all you asked.
That's my go-to, yes.
And I hope it was good.
It was very good.
We thank the Avenue, despite them not sponsoring. They didn't have a chance.
The Avenue is a great spot, actually. I love that place. Yeah, we go there usually Easter morning.
Nice.
Go to Shrine and go to the Avenue.
Is that right?
Yes.
Very cool.
That was a couple years.
Nice. I'm glad we fit right in with your tradition.
I didn't even realize what menu I was looking at. He sent me the menu. He was like, I need this now. And I'm like, okay.
We've got to get him as a sponsor now. Way too much love.
Here's Ferris. Shrine now really figuring things out after that goal as well. Slade, that pass intended to. Orchard Lake bodying him up a little bit harder, though, feeling that desperation as we near the midway point of this first half. just tuning in, the goal at about the 38-minute mark by Megan Nicodemus. And a throw-in coming here for the Eaglets. The sky's darkening a tad here.
Now, you are a part of that WWJ team. I know
Yeah.
you got strong ties to, like, all the weather mojo.
You want me to text him and say lay off, or?
Yeah, tell him to give us the truth, but give us good
It
news.
does look like there is a chance at one, but I mean, the good thing about soccer is unless you see lightning or unless it's torrential, I mean, you can keep on playing. We are on turf here, so it's not like the field condition is going to wear that bad. Fair is trying to create some space for herself. Good speed down that far side of the field.
Uh-oh.
Slots a pass right in the middle, maybe a little bit too far, though, as Orchard Lake's back line going to gobble that up. And out, so the pressure continues. Klinkhammer. Quick throw in here for Nicodemus. Orchard Lake on the defensive right now, just trying to prevent any other solid scoring opportunities after that first goal.
Yeah, and you said it earlier, the possession time in zone, I mean, St. Mary's has dominated that. But the Irish striking on their one opportunity thus far to get a 1-0 lead. 1-0 lead? Do I have to say nil?
You do, yes.
I'm sorry.
Pitch,
Okay.
it's not the field, it's the pitch.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. I'm learning, admittedly. I love this sport. I'm learning. And you're being a good teacher.
World Cup, you know, you gotta shape yourself up here.
I know. I can only put so much in this pea brain.
Right down the middle. She does have enough time to catch up with it, and kept out by Hazame. Looks to play it quickly, a little bit too strong, and all of a sudden,
Yeah.
FGR really feels like they're dominating this game here.
Yeah, and Hazame looked to the bench, and Keith Jeffrey looking on, and yeah, that's one where you look. You want to outlet. You want to get a quick transition game rolling. And that time on the pitch, it just got a little bit beyond the intended target. Good aggressive defense by David to try to force things defensively for Orchard Lake St. Mary's.
Klinkhammer tosses it there. Orchard Lake, that's about all they can do right now, it seems like, is just punch it out. Slade gave it good chase. But here's Klinkhammer trying to get a little extra on it.
Yeah.
Tiptoeing the line, it's Angeline Ferris. Hoping to center it off. Nobody quite there, though, as the Eaglets hoping that somebody in the middle can take it down. Rust. 24:53 left to go in the first half. 1-0 here in favor of FGR. McFarland off for Varick. The right foot once again of Ferris. Lingering there is Slade, though. Looking to punch it right back to Nicodemus that time. Klinkhammer sends one wide, and Hazame. Hopeful her teammates can give her a breather here.
Yeah, it's been a flip of the script, and it has been possession in the Orchard Lake zone the last few minutes for FGR.
Here's Roberts off her foot, out of play. Ferris. Can see why they say what they do about her. Really impressive freshman for this team. Her coach thinks that she's going to be a good player, especially at this level, maybe beyond for a long time. Just the body of work she's already shown in her first season in high school soccer. And this Gabriel Richard team has, over the last couple of years, have gotten some of the club players to want to come back and play for their high school team as well, for various reasons. Sinkelar right under the foot of Slade here. She distributes it just a little bit too wide that time. Maddie Tripp in the area.
Well, Jeremy, right now it's just two teams that nobody's taken control of. But the one shot from FGR, 2 shots now, have been on point. And now the Eaglet defense getting a little more assertive, and we got a whistle.
I think just our second foul here today. Haven't seen a lot of them. Now they look to get the keeper involved here. Maybe put some extra behind it. Seems like they couldn't stay out of 10 yards, 20 yards out to begin this game, but it's been a struggle to even get it inside their own attacking box, and this one will spiral wide.
Or if it's an easier shot for 1 or 2, that's your call. But I like the shot on the turf if possible.
Rust.
Thanks, man.
It's a foot on that one. Trying to determine not to let them do anything with this, though.
What a nice facility here at Royal Oak Shrine. Saw Ben Kerfoot, the athletic director, does a great job.
Looking out wide there. Ooh, and nice job defensively to get in her face. Carmesino looking for some space. And our first corner today will come up from this near side.
Well, she doesn't need much room. Earns the right for the first corner of the day.
It's Richer to take it. 20 minutes or so left here in the first half. Escaped a couple heads that time. Follow-up opportunity from Lily Ross, another freshman. Got redirected the other way, and now Samantha Slade looking to go to work here.
Great job by FGR to clear that. Wipe up the danger that was ahead if that pass gets completed.
Ferris bodied up there with Sinkelar. Those two have been active today in the midfield.
Mm-hmm.
Varick, good pass forward here. Shrine looks to dial back their control in this first half. McFarland. Hazme again looking to push the tempo for her offense here. Sinkelar falls down. Another physical play for her on the other end. Klinkhammer. Punch free. That's Slade taking advantage of the situation there. Centers off for Nicodemus. Looking to trickle their way back in, but Sinkelar with a nice play.
Sinkelar on the spot, now in a chase.
Pump back towards the goal, but wide.
FGR starting to turn it up, Jeremy.
Yeah, some real hard work to keep the ball, generate their possessions, get the turnovers as well. Take a look at Keith Jeffrey there. He's been the head coach ever since this girls program started. Been the boys head coach for a while as well, coming over after a successful year with Lamphere.
He's an outstanding coach. And, yeah, he's done 5 years of this program only. And for what he's done this year with this team, a fresh team, phenomenal. Maybe his best coaching job. Keith's a great one. And he's got a good staff as well. You saw his longtime goalie coach in that shot. And it's a good staff, connected. And the girls really like playing for Keith Jeffrey.
Won the Catholic League this very game back in 2024. Lost in the semis last year as they were kind of rebuilding, but they got some injuries back and ended up making a nice run at the state playoffs as well. They've lost to DeWitt the last couple years in states.
The Panthers, always a pain when you're trying to get through them in mid-Michigan. Outstanding athletics program.
They just beat Kettering as well in the district last year to get to that point. It's a team
Is that right?
Kind of looking at this year, wondering how they might be. They know they're going to be a tough opponent once again. The umbrella is starting to come out below us.
And we got 17 minutes to get through.
He's just kind of spitting, though. I say that as I'm in this cozy
light
booth,
spit as you're up here in a slippers and a robe and your shades on and yeah, let there be rain. No. Well, and to your point, there's no lightning.
Right.
So the game doesn't need to be paused.
Yeah,
Whereas earlier, it wasn't because of rain. It's lightning that delays the game. And yeah, just a spit will do for now. Just no lightning.
Every strike gets you, however far it is away. If you see it, or even they have some trackers, if it's in the vicinity of you, that's kind of how they decide to halt play. Ferris, strong tackle there just outside of the box, and they say it's clean. 16 minutes left, and we're starting to see the physicality pick up a little bit here. And, yeah, Orchard Lake is going to start to have to take chances because, when either of these teams get a lead, they don't give it up very often. Not a lot of blemishes on these teams' records, not even the overall record because that's obvious, but the amount of goals they've given up this year. Ooh, bounced around, always a dangerous spot to be in, but Hazame is in the right place at the right time, and she's been the safety blanket ever since the early goal about 18 minutes ago in game action.
Had 3 save penalty shots in the semifinal, Jeremy, as you told us earlier. Impressive when you can pull that off. Confidence builder. She needs that now after giving up one already.
Loose for Cormacino here. Cormacino looking to slot that right side. Hamilton, the intended target. Bit too strong, though. It's a decent wind kind of picking up as well, left to right, in the direction the Eaglets are heading. Track that to see if there's much of an advantage.
It helps, right? Can certainly throw off the goaltender and add momentum to a shot.
Nicodemus let that one go. Pushed up. Behind the back of Roberts, she recovers. Roberts, someone that they're really starting to see develop in her first year at the high school ranks. Nicodemus sees that one go off. Orchard Lake, if you're just joining us, Nicodemus has the only goal of this contest. Up to 11 on the season now.
Was that about 5 minutes in, Jeremy?
More like 10, I believe, yeah.
Is that right? See, Bruno had one job on stats. Tell us when goals were scored. And no Pat the stat. Bruno stepped in, and Anthony Bush right now struggling with some stats.
He's sponsored by Sonic here today.
That's right.
Not the food company. But
no, unfortunately
cartoon,
not.
Yes.
Yeah, because we'd be chowing some Sonic right now. Yeah, the other one. The other one that's like Sonic and Knuckles.
Well, not anymore, I guess.
Well, not the Lions running back. Yeah, I guess I'm wrong. We're wrong again there, right?
From long range, looking towards the goal, and it goes wide.
Yeah, Hazame says, I'm not even going after that one. No need to exert that kind of energy. She saw it all the way in. Good crowd, though, on hand for this championship game, despite the Mother Nature games.
Avery Fout, one of those players that decided to come from her club back to high school ball.
Yeah, kind of a cool story. Like, anytime that happens, I love that. And it's not that the club is, the wrong place to be. But it's just giving back to the girls' high school sport, which in Michigan has just prospered. It's like you love to see kids that want to leave state and go to prep school and football or basketball primarily. We see that sometimes in soccer.
Hockey, too,
Absolutely. Big time.
A lot of kids choosing to play AAA.
Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with it. But, of course, as the hometown high school guys we are, we want to see them playing, getting the full it's not just about playing the sport.
Right.
It's about playing with your classmates, your teammates.
Especially in the Catholic League, there's such a camaraderie that builds out of it, and sports just adds to that. And the tradition that all these teams have, Orchard Lake obviously building theirs on the girls' side, but they've had a really strong boys program and variety of sports over the years, won many state championships, gotten to many as well.
Yep, no doubt. Something to be said for that. And yeah, and this Orchard Lake program is just born. Like, this is ground floor. 5 years old, of course, is their girls' school, as it's a co-divisional school. It was just boys for the first century and beyond.
Keith Jeffrey has some Ann Arbor roots as well. Didn't grow up there or anything, but went to Concordia when they were still around, a school that's now closed. Really nice little campus they have there, but you start to see some of these smaller institutions like that close across the state.
Yep.
Siena Heights, another one. Marygrove back in the day. Take a look at Keith Jeffrey. Body of work he's put together. The boys coach since 2017 here as well. Really building that same tradition with this girls program, but it has been busy during the year. A lot of training.
Yeah.
A lot of off-season, keeping track of, make sure everyone's getting ready for their respective year.
He's a popular trainer as well. You can imagine, with the skills developing. And also Coach Morozowski and for what they've done. And you mentioned his college roots. That's really helped him, his time at Madonna. And he is highly regarded as a head coach and a leader of girls soccer.
He's at his alma mater leading this team, but after high school he moved off to Brazil and Belgium and Portugal and played for some third division pro teams. Realized, hey, that's not for me. It's tough to, support yourself that way.
Yeah. You learn about life quite a bit doing that.
Yep.
Maybe have some fun too.
Well, it's all, give your dream a try, right? There's something to that.
For sure.
Ferris. Actually, that was Roberts, I beg your pardon, who got a big piece of that. Fout chasing it right to the end line. Morgan Hamilton in a battle with her. This is going to result in a goal kick. So Mac Miller really hasn't been as busy as the first half. They weren't necessarily peppering shots on her or anything, but just had to be prepared for those in the first 10 minutes or so. And then the early goal.
Well, yeah, because that's when you get struck. With light action and no time to really prepare, and the shots came. That's kind of how FGR scored their first goal.
Varick punched that one down. It's Nicodemus, who she was sneaking through the edge of the back line that time, but couldn't get it to her.
Delaney David, the reason she couldn't get it to her, the 4-year varsity player, 3-time All-Stater, who's all reliable on that back end.
Here's Cormacino, bodied up by McFarland now. Olivia Russ gets it on the backside. Lang chasing her. Check that. That's Angeline Ferris. And right in on Mac Miller again, and she's become busy in the last couple minutes.
The freshman, big responsibility, showing some nice paws. Nice hands. And on slippery turf, that's no gimme. Sign her up for flag football. Dual sport. Those are nice hands.
Too.
Yeah, huge, isn't it?
We're seeing some colleges tack it on here in the state.
Is that right? The NCAA, are they starting to?
EMU just headed a program. Siena Heights had one. Obviously, they're closing now, but I'm not sure who else does. I'm sure there's a lot of teams looking at it.
A rapid growing sport, you're right.
And not quite an NCAA sport, but they view it as a NCAA emerging sport. They hope to have it as an official sport soon.
Which means they're putting great effort in making it one. And
yeah.
It makes a lot of sense right now. St. Mary's just added one this past spring as the rain starts to come a little harder.
Yeah, probably the hardest we've seen in game action thus far. The umbrellas come right back out. Deponio seeing that one go past, sure, but Orchard Lake able to keep it right where it is.
Just got about 6:50 to hold on and get through. I'm sure everybody would love to get through this first half somehow.
So over top, through the back, and it's still, we're approaching 70. We're 66. I mean, it feels obviously not as warm if you're in the rain, but again, 4 o'clock, 77, 5 o'clock, 79, 7 o'clock, 80 degrees.
We're just heating up on this Saturday night, Jeremy. Where are we going after this?
I don't know. Where you want to go?
Take the kids to the Playscape,
Yeah,
McDonald's, something like that. Anthony Bush is raring to go.
I went to Michael Jackson movies.
We did that last night, bro.
You want to watch a movie? That's what he said.
Michael Jackson movie.
Oh.
We went last night. You want to see it again? You do? You're silly.
Rearing one wide there. Hope Richer. John Carroll commit for Orchard Lake, the Division III level.
Watch out, Cleveland. John Carroll's a great school, Division III. But yeah, we went and saw that Michael Jackson movie last night.
How was it?
Outstanding, right?
He spanked his butt.
Yeah, his dad spanked his butt. That's right. He did, indeed. Spoiler alert. Joe Jackson spanked Michael. Yeah, you're right. You broke news on this prep. Can't tell the rest of the story yet. Yeah.
This on the outside here. Ross lingering now. 5 minutes to go. Shrine looking to relieve maybe a little bit of what we're seeing here. Things can certainly change in a flash, but it's felt like they've had good control of this game since their goal.
Really has. Evenly matched, and we expect it to come down to the wire. Much like the first contest these two teams played. An Irish win.
Nice job by McCulley.
How are we doing on replay? Any progress or hope or no? Does Alex have any thoughts?
Pinballed the other way here. It's Cormacino leading one towards the goal, and we're tied. Cormacino has her 8th of the year. Led this team in goals last season as well. You can see the progress there, Chad.
When you need a goal, this has been Orchard Lake's top source. And when you need a clutch goal, it's been Carmosino coming in. And she does it again here. We're knotted up 1-1.
Carmosino, just the young sophomore. Coming together there. The foul on Nicodemus. Delaney David on the other half of that. She's another big goal scorer on this team. All-state member, all Catholic. Headed to one of the top junior colleges in the country next year as well. She was that player I talked about that was hurt last season.
Yeah.
And by the time she got healthy right at the end of the Catholic League tournament towards the state tournament, that's really what allowed this team to kick it back into gear and what they expected to be, what they thought they could be.
Yeah, big piece. And health is everything, right? I mean, Eaglets have been lucky with it and fortunate to have her back this year. It's been a difference maker.
3 minutes now to go here in this first half. Rain still lightly falling. It's lightened up just a little bit from where it was when it kicked back into gear here. Ferris just past the foot of Klinkhammer there. She gives chase. FGR will have another throw in. This is exactly what Orchard Lake doesn't want to see, is one sneak in right before the half. Made all that progress. Leveled play off, I think, decently there. Fans disgruntled as they originally pointed that Orchard Lake's direction, but they're going to reverse course, it looks like.
Yeah. Now the officials want to change it. Yeah, you're right. They went and talked and changed it, and things are right.
Hamilton over that foot that time. McFarland trying to sell out for it. This, once again, Nicodemus. Fouled. Ferris, juggling ball. Just a minute 48 before halftime here. Orchard Lake with a welcome clear. Baker to play. Things are getting tighter here as the time ticks down. Feels like the Fighting Irish back in the defensive a little bit, where they started this game, but things changed when they scored their goal. Now they may have one last rush. Haven't seen many free kicks today, and none of them have come very close to the goal. This one has a chance to get it there, though. Not so. Headed away. A minute 7 to go. Good play on the ball by Richer.
Yeah.
Quick pass over for Baker once again. Battle in that corner. 52 seconds to go. They'll look for a throw, and we've got a quick substitution here for Orchard Lake. Clock is still moving at 42 seconds and counting here. That's Kleinow, another freshman who's going to park herself right in the middle.
That's the daughter of Brian Kleinow, the recently retired state champion head coach of the Eaglets hockey team. A lot of coaches' daughters, that's the theme on this team. Other sports coaches' daughters. How about the baseball assistant coach and head coach kids on this club? Carmosino, DePonio, Barron.
And that is going to ride us into halftime here. 1-1, Carmosino tying things up inside 15 minutes here in half number 1. It was Nicodemus who put Father Gabriel Richard on top to begin things as well. Cardinal Championship, 1 half to go before we crown our champion here on the Prep.
Lowering the shoulder.
Swing and a miss.
McGinley scores!
Love, Peace, and Threads Design Bar, a unique new fashion experience in downtown Milford. Get ready to elevate your style by stepping foot in their design shop. Love, Peace, and Threads Design Bar offers specialized collections of custom apparel. They've got custom denim jackets and sweatshirts to dresses and hats, and they've got a variety of options to choose from. Whether you're looking for a one-of-a-kind piece or you want to set a new fashion trend, their store has got you covered with endless customization options. But that's not all. Their design bar is also the perfect place for a fun and creative night out. And you can do a celebration, book a party, and bring the full experience. Gather your family or friends and design your own custom jacket, complete with patches and your own personal touches, and unleash your imagination and create something truly special with their hands-on design experience. Love Peace Threads Design Bar is more than just a store. It's a place where fashion meets creativity and community. The end. The store is set up. He's got the order, and he's off. It's a full court press. These brands are knocking it out of the park. This, my friends, is the speed we've come to expect from this team. Just look at the precision of that move. And it's out of here. Parents Changing Spaces is a locally owned, free senior living referral and placement service. They help families who have loved ones that can no longer independently care for themselves find a place to live. They work with families across Southeast Michigan to find all types of senior housing, including assisted living, memory care, and residential care homes. In addition, if your loved one is in need of some assistance but not yet ready to make a move, they can provide guidance and resources for in-care home givers, physical and occupational therapy, transportation, and much more. Parents Changing Spaces service is complimentary and of no charge to you. Give them a call today, 844-772-7368, to learn how they can help your family. Love Peace and Threads Design Bar, a unique new fashion experience in downtown Milford. Get ready to elevate your style by stepping foot in their design shop. Love Peace and Threads Design Bar offers specialized collections of custom apparel. They've got custom denim jackets and sweatshirts to dresses and hats, and they've got a variety of options to choose from. Whether you're looking for a one-of-a-kind piece or you want to set a new fashion trend, their store has got you covered with endless customization options. But that's not all. Their design bar is also the perfect place for a fun and creative night out. And you can do a celebration, book a party, and bring the full experience. Gather your family or friends and design your own custom jacket, complete with patches and your own personal touches, and unleash your imagination and create something truly special with their hands-on design experience. Love Peace Threads Design Bar is more than just a store. It's a place where fashion meets creativity and community. The end. Welcome back. We are at halftime at Royal Oak Shrine in the Cardinal Division girls soccer final, and nothing solved. Tied at 1 between Orchard Lake St. Mary's and Father Gabriel Richard. And in the spirit of the Catholic League Championship Week, we bring in the champion of the boys division, Cardinal Division from yesterday, Nick DePonio, the head coach of Orchard Lake St. Mary's, the Eaglets, the champions of the Cardinal Division, knocking off Brother Rice 7-0 yesterday in the final after they knocked off De La Salle 11-0 in the semifinal. Congratulations on the championship. Has to feel great to reward these boys with a title.
Thank you, Chad. Yeah, it was a great day for Orchard Lake St. Mary's in general, and especially for the baseball boys. So we're super excited and hoping to get another one here today for soccer.
And it wasn't just the 3 games you won in the championship tournament for the Catholic League. It's been 17 games in a row now. You guys have been in some kind of groove. What's been that recipe that's been perfect for you during this stretch?
You know, I think our kids are having a ton of fun and competing and playing good baseball. So they're having a blast. We're having a blast, and it helps when you play good baseball, fundamental. Defense has been tremendous. Offense has really come together, and the pitching was phenomenal, especially these last 3 games. So 3 shutouts in the Catholic League playoffs. So you put yourself in a pretty good position to win when you don't give up a run.
Yeah, and I can imagine it breeds a lot of confidence, too, as you go into the state playoffs in a couple of weeks. Now, you're here today to support your daughter.
Yes.
And St. Mary's girls soccer in this championship here. That's super cool. Your daughter, a sophomore, Cecilia, has to be great to come out and not only have your daughter, which is awesome, but she's got her teammates, which are coaching mates of your coaching staff. What a cool dynamic this has been for you guys. Talk about that.
Yeah, there's a huge connection between St. Mary's baseball and St. Mary's soccer. So you've got my daughter, who's a member of the team. You have Coach Dominic Carmesino and his two daughters, Lily and Sophie Carmesino. And then you have Anthony Abella, who's connected to this as well, because his girlfriend Delaney David is a senior captain on the team.
Okay.
So St. Mary's baseball and soccer have been supporting each other kind of throughout the year, and it's been a fun road.
Sophia Barron as well, I believe a ninth grader. Is that relation to Peter?
No.
No, it's not. Okay.
No.
All right. Well.
No, but Peter has been a big supporter as well, coming to many games, and I know he's listening right now. So, yeah, we're excited and ready for the second half.
So, soccer and baseball, and you're a coach, right? So you talk to your daughter. Mm-hmm. How much different is it talking to her about a sport that I don't know if you played soccer?
I did not.
You did not. So what's it like when you have to? You're a coach, but you can't really coach her.
I cannot.
How do you approach talking to her about games like this?
Well, KJ does a tremendous job coaching these girls, and so she's in good hands with him. And then, of course, my wife Lisa was a really good soccer player in her day. So at home, the home connection is really with my wife Lisa, and
nice.
She helps her out a lot, kind of in that parent role. And then we turn her over here to the coaches at St. Mary's, and couldn't be happier and prouder of what they've done.
A great staff indeed. Hey, thanks for taking some time. Congratulations on the success with Orchard Lake St. Mary's baseball, the championship. All the best in the future as you guys get ready for the state title run.
Thank you, Chad. Appreciate it.
You bet. Nick DePonio of Orchard Lake St. Mary's baseball. More to come between Father Gabriel Richard and the Eaglets of Orchard Lake. The Cardinal Division title second half coming up next.
If you are looking for a life-changing workout experience, look no further than Pure Barre Novi. We are proud to help you achieve your fitness goals while joining a vibrant, supportive community that is over 300 women strong. Our classes are designed to strengthen and tone your entire body, and our teachers can help provide modifications for any fitness level. Find out more right now by calling 248-596 0002, visiting our website, following us on social media, or by coming to our studio right on Grand River Avenue in Novi. We can't wait to see you and help you achieve your fitness goals.
Look, everybody wanna go and talk it. At the same time, gotta walk it. Better yet, run, go, hit a lick, divvy up with my homies, and we do it all again. Whenever we get it, there's no hesitation.
Lowering the shoulder. Swing and a miss. McGinley scores!
And it's going to be a challenge for us. I mean, they're a really talented football team. I think everybody knows that.
Four wide receivers. Pressure. Steps up. Marshall wants to run again. Cuts down the middle of the field. All alone. Touchdown! Warriors! What a cut.
All right, welcome back. Shrine High School, the site of this Cardinal Division Championship here this afternoon. A little bit of delay at the start because of the rains and the lightning ultimately that delayed our first game, but got going about 12:15 here today. 1-1. After one half is what we're dealing with here. Nice run by the Eaglets, though, to really work their way right back into this thing. Looks like Shrine might try to close it out there for a moment.
Yeah, they came back late in that first half and made a push. Both these teams kind of had their moments in spurts, as suspected, and it leaves the door wide open in the second half. Anybody's match.
Keepers have been busy. A lot of shots on target here today. So you've got Orchard Lake going right to left, FGR going left to right. You're in half number 2.
Weather cooperating. That's been a storyline all day. The first game being canceled.
Slade jumped on that for a moment. Orchard Lake has become more aggressive, though, as this game has gone on, as they turn on that one. And Mac Miller again delivering for this team.
It was the St. Anne final that was canceled, that was scheduled for 9 a.m. And it's St. Catherine. It was St. Catherine against Sacred Heart.
Got 3 championships planned for today. Last one was supposed to start right around 2. Should be pretty close to that, but probably a little bit delayed on that one as well.
Just to conclude, Jeremy, that game will be played this week, that St. Anne final, not later today. Mike Evoy and the staff working hard to reschedule that, but there is one other game scheduled later on. The Bishop Division final.
That'll be Marion and Regina as well.
You got it.
Satellites and Mustangs.
Classic. We call the Satellites and Mustangs and Powder Puff.
Yes.
Although they will not be called the Satellites on their Powder Puff Day. It's always a different mascot. The Satellites turn into whatever that class has chosen for their 3-year mascot. It's a unique deal.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
My wife sometimes confuses no, I'm kidding, is a Satellite alum. Proud one. She went to an event last night.
Did she?
At Regina. Or at Sicaros for Regina. Catholic League love all over that Bush house.
That's Rust. Puts a rocket into that one as well. Looking again for Nicodemus. Punched down there by McCulley now. Carmesino. And shifting the other way, and Hazame. Keep up that one early goal, is shaking it off quite nicely since just about 10 minutes into the contest here today in that first half. Lily, it goes. Now it's Sophie again. Nice dash to her right. Couple players around that ball, not able to get a good handle on it, and Mac Miller takes charge.
You said it. She took charge, and in those situations, you've got to think quick. She did the right thing.
Headed forward, Carmesino again. Both of them really have been very active here in the second half.
Mm-hmm.
Slade sees it roll out. Now FGR looking for an advantage here. Spread to the left. Klein now looking to catch up for it. Late substitution in that second half as time was dwindling down as they looked for one extra offensive attacker out there. Didn't really get any chances with about a minute to go. They were pushing hard for it, though, after tying up the game.
Yeah, you can see the intensity starting to build.
Hard off Nicodemus that time. Gonna have a stoppage of play here.
Rain starting to drizzle a little bit more, Jeremy, a little heavier. No lightning strikes, though, so we play on. These girls are tough, gritty. They don't care about a little rain.
Temperature helps that.
You bet. Yeah, that's it.
Rallied forward by McCulley that time. Pushed off to Kleinow. Kleinow goes behind her to Carmesino. Punched over the top. It's Faut who tries to intercept at least, and she'll just push it out for a throw-in barely pinned towards that corner. We've only seen one corner today. It was near the end of the first half. Orchard Lake with their second substitution of the game now. It's Marley Baker who comes in for them, the sophomore. Get another hack at things here with the left foot. And, ooh, headed off the football goal post that time.
Looking for 3 points, Jeremy, not just one. Little field goal action from the corner. And a header attempt that just missed.
Try it one more time here from Marley Baker. And it goes wide. Angeline Ferris defending. That one loose out in front, hit a FGR body. They got just enough piece of it here. Orchard Lake. We'll see it filter the other direction.
Clearing the chaos, but the pressure is on. And it's starting to get physical, Jeremy.
Sophie Carmesino trying to keep it moving their way, but Fighting Irish will finally see the pressure relieve here. Ferris. Good step in front that time from the Fighting Irish. Here they come. They love a little bit of an offensive burst here. Haven't seen much in the second half. Fount. Keeper slams it back to midfield.
Yeah, possession time in the FGR zone has been heavy since the start of the second half, and Eaglets trying to keep it that way here.
It's Richard with the quick toss. Pinned towards the sideline, Nicodemus. They shared across the back line. Looking for the dangerous Ferris. Hasn't had an opportunity quite yet on goal. breakout freshman campaign for her. Baker paying dividends with that substitution about 5 minutes ago. Had all those corners earlier.
Yeah.
Stepping forward. Paddle down now. Out of these tight areas. Haven't been able to get the shots that they're looking for quite yet. And another corner.
Yeah, and FGR doing a nice job of just isolating Orchard Lake once they get in that zone and mucking it up. But now the Eaglets will get an open pitch, a little bit more surface area to work.
Top of the 18 is where they send most of their personnel, at least until they're ready to kick this one. Here it comes. The header goes wide. And Shrine will keep that ball in. I keep saying Shrine. It's the white jersey on the Shrine field. FGR.
That's all right. You're looking at a Shrine logo.
And it looks like their colors, too.
It does.
I mean, they're
the
green,
looks
but
blue
yeah.
from here. It really does. I'm with you. It's all good. You're doing a fabulous job. We're delighted to have you as we try to find a winner in this game that has been competitive, and we expected this. The only loss for Orchard Lake has come at the hands of this FGR team, and we're seeing why today.
Slade, some hard work there, right in front of the bench there, and the call does come, and it will go the Fighting Irish' way here.
There you go. You're on a roll, brother.
2 in a row, it's a winning streak, you know?
It is. It is.
Not a lot of free kicks for either of these two teams here today. We'll see if they can make anything with it here. Throw comes right after it. And a longer one attempted now. Carmesino. Sophie Carmesino steps in front. Vark. And it'll bend right in the direction of Hazame there. Hazame transitioning from a holding mid her freshman year now to this keeper spot the last few.
What do you think of that transition?
You know, there's another story like that on Richard's side as well. They've got one of their players who I believe is a midfielder that it's going to go then and play goalie in college at Hope.
Ah, okay.
That one rolls the other direction. Bends, lost handle, Eaglets. You can see them progressively working towards the potential go-ahead goal in half number 2 here. Dangerous throw.
Just want to remind fans, Jeremy, that we are on all these social medias, and we appreciate everybody watching right now live. Subscribe, follow. We just recently got to 10,000 followers. We thank everybody for helping us get there, including you and our great staff here at the Prep. And if you want to broadcast, let us know how we can make it happen. info@theprepsports.com, or if you're interested in being a sponsor.
Another corner coming here. We've had 4 or 5 of these already from the Eaglets, 3 of them right in a row to begin the half.
Yeah, they have yet to take advantage of it.
Oh, dangerous out in front, and they've taken the lead. 25 minutes left to play in half number 2. 2-1 here in favor of the Eaglets as Olivia Rust, who scores her 7th. Olivia Rust, 4-year varsity starter. Involved everywhere on the field for the Eaglets.
How about it? Rust on that backside. Didn't give up on it. Stayed in position. And the pursuit to the net. And Splash City, it's 2-1. The Eaglets on a 2-0 run.
So how can the Irish respond here? They scored the first goal this game, 2 straight by Orchard Lake, 1 as the first half winding down, this one coming midway through the second half. Put behind Daniels. Over top of Varick. Nicodemus lingering there. Body down by Benz. Benz right to Sincular again. Slade bodied off of that one. Orchard Lake certainly getting more physical as this one goes on. Good sputtering ball into that far sideline, and right there is Mac Miller to make the save.
Pressure still on. This Eaglet team trying to get their second Catholic League championship in their short history of just 5 years, Jeremy.
Yeah, they've done a good job of getting competitive in a number of their sports right off the get-go.
Yeah. Track and field going for a Catholic League championship, I believe, as well today. Their softball going for a Catholic League championship today.
Not easy to do when, Catholic schools are closing at a faster rate than they are opening. And when you have all the tradition, maybe it helped on the boys' side, but you're still pretty much starting fresh.
Yeah, no, the movement to get girls at Orchard Lake, and credit Todd Covert, amongst many others, for making that push and making it happen. Andy Harrington and others. I mean, this was a move that has been a winner just 5 years in. Separate schools, separate classes, yet one name. The only co-divisional school in the state of Michigan. Schools in Cleveland, schools in Denver that do similar stuff, but a unique situation.
Madison Roberts, nice play there to prevent anything from developing. Their starting center back is a freshman.
Yeah, her and Nicodemus have just been a presence back there. Physical at times when they need to be, and it's been impressive.
Getting a little closer to the 18 here as these go out.
Don't forget, we'll have our G of the game after this one's said and done. Whoever's victorious, player of the game. Sponsored by G Brand USA.
First one heading towards Hazame in a while.
Well, her 12 straight clean sheet streak was broken with that first goal, but it's just the second goal in 14 games she's given up.
Yeah, both these teams have been pretty staunchy when it comes to giving up the goals.
Yeah, Miller as well. Again, she's a freshman. And not feeling great. She's playing under the weather in this weather. So you're right. Double shout out to what she's done. today and all season long, really.
And one of their bigger games earlier this year is, well, faced a cleat right in the middle of her forehead.
Yikes.
Had to have staples, but even after that, she didn't miss a game. Now, they did have a week off because of spring break, but she was not going to miss any of these for any reason.
Love that. Edge as a competitor.
Fout centers one off again. Ooh, some of the FGR fans were hoping for a handball call. They're close. Now some confusion where this is going to go. Head referee coming together with the linesman here. Two-one Orchard Lake. Still 19:27 to go here in half number 2 of this Cardinal Division Championship game. And it's going to be Orchard Lake ball there. Call going against the Eaglets once again, and maybe the most dangerous free kick positionally here for FGR we've seen in this one.
Yeah, this is pivotal right here, how this is handled and executed.
Now your referee here today, Steve Kowatski, is going to stop the clock. Alarezra Imani, Ali Salamasi, Mike Caselius, your crew in blue today.
Your UAD Jesuit high school education is paying off, and this officials. I mean, the English department there has got to be proud of you at UAD High. That was fabulous. Those were not the easiest 4 names. A+, Mr.
Thank
Otto.
you, thank you.
Now, FGR.
FGR, yes. Why did I say it again?
We've got replay. Better late than never. Look at the replay showing off.
Yeah, the fellas have been hard at work trying to repair that ordeal here.
Yeah, the rain got to it a bit, but Sherbs and E-Dub got on it. Fred the Boss Ross supervising.
Slade punching it in, punched away, follow-up is off the crossbar, and it's out of play because it's the football crossbar there. Take a look. Slade rifled one, and Hazame staying in and choosing to redirect it the other way. Face the second bullet coming. Just went high and wide, though.
Athletic, high IQ play, one arm, batted it up, and it got the bar and out of bounds.
18:21 to go in the half. Shrine coming close to knotting this thing up.
Streak's over.
You can dock my pay. You can do it.
You're good, man. You're good.
17:58 left. We're at Shrine here today. That's why it's so confusing, but it really shouldn't be that confusing. There's no excuse.
Ah, man, you listen. You're up all night with 3 kids, 9-month-old, a 3, and a 5. I mean, that's some work. You think about FGR and the travel they got to do, Jeremy. I mean, they are the furthest school west.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it's kind of interesting, too. Obviously, I'm sure all of you know watching, but the Catholic League has opened up south with the Toledo schools
Lumen
as well.
Christi would be a little bit further west. Good point.
Yeah.
Yes.
Toledo in the mix. Lumen Christi in the mix.
Yep.
Traditionally, though, yes, they are the longest trip.
Yep.
Kind of created all the different wrinkles and the scheduling, some of the different division names as time has gone on. You know, more teams to deal with, more ways to spread things out.
Yeah, and keep it competitive. I mean, what a job by the Catholic League to add these schools that are ultra competitive, too, in multiple sports, with Country Day coming in next year, with Monroe, St. Mary, Catholic Central coming in next year. I mean, you're getting some powers to join a powerful core that's already in place. So kudos to the Catholic League, and that, of course, includes Vic Michaels, who's no longer with us, that was a huge part of all of that. And we miss Vic.
Yeah, what a sudden passing as well.
Yeah, and a sad one, and far too soon. But his impact has been great, and he's the chief of all that additions as well. Mike Evoy doing a fabulous job. Of course, Mike's been with Vic the whole time.
Sure.
Right? So
Yep.
he's the guy that knows this job, and he's doing a fabulous job, and he's going to replace Vic and do an outstanding job, as he has already, doing double duty. Right now, it's hard to find another Mike Evoy. So they'll get to that. But what they've done in times of, challenging times of losing their captain has been impressive.
Another one there from Slade. FGR continues to. It feels like this is kind of how this game has gone. It's gone in stages. This team will dominate a 10-ish minute stretch. The next team will start to get it rolling. We're seeing some more, maybe the most shots on goal we've seen so far overall here in this game in this second half, even after the Irish got the early lead in that one. Remember, that goal came out of nowhere. I mean, they weren't doing much offensively.
It really did. And that's why both keepers are trying to stay on point right now.
Fout with a quick throw, looking for the handball there. They do get the call that goes against FGR here, and Orchard Lake will look to get a little bit more boost with Hazame coming out.
Yes, sir.
And you're talking about Vic Michaels as well. All the Catholic League championships. Kind of where I started. I was in high school calling these things, so cool to be back again here today doing one. But if you want to learn how to push an event along in terms of keeping it timely and going with quick timelines, Vic Michaels was your guy. Here it comes the other way again, beside herself a little bit. She couldn't get a better piece of that.
Yeah. He'd do it with a smile, and Vic was.
But it was to the point.
Yeah, to the point. The velvet hammer, right? Let's do it. Let's make it right, and let's make our decisions, and let's move on. And keeping games on track and on time, especially in these championships, and when you got weather. So.
And you wonder, how can they piece something together within 2 hours? Yeah. Usually within a couple minutes.
Yeah.
Unless there was weather like today.
Right.
Tight window there, and a dive by Hazame. Showing why she's one of the best keepers in the Catholic League here this afternoon.
How about this, Jeremy? I mean, FGR is on the move and trying to make a push here. Hazame's going to be tested.
Riley Martin. Backing up, St. Kilar has to go a long way. Let's see if she try to use her keeper here. Not the case. Squirts right back to Orchard Lake. Pinball the other direction. Fout in that direction there, but maybe the urgency felt a little bit tighter as we inch towards 10 minutes to play in regulation of this one. If somehow the game did get tied up, we'd see an overtime period and then eventually a shootout if we were still tied. No draws, obviously, in a championship like this. Throw allowed now. Over top it goes, and it will squirt past. And if you're Orchard Lake, you're in no rush at this point.
No, let that clock run. Say the Eaglets, FGR, are going to get organized, and they know they've also got to get assertive in their attack. But you want to make sure the plan is proper. And so they'll sort things out and make their move again to try to tie this game up. Of course, next week is the last regular season week before playoffs start the following week, Jeremy. And so that's all the importance of getting next week's championship game in the St. Anne division taken care of next week. You don't have a lot of time to work.
Yeah, spring happens so quickly, and you have such a short window, and you have to deal with cancellations.
Man, especially in Michigan. I mean, we're just getting started, and it's about to be over.
That's why you're starting to see the college ranks. I believe it was just approved the other day. I haven't been able to look much into it, but I think they're splitting their seasons now, at least on the men's side.
Is that right?
In college soccer, so it'll be a fall and a spring sport in an effort to get in some more games.
Okay, I like that.
Not sure if it's been officially passed or it's in kind of the last regions. Feels like there's been a lot of NCAA rulings coming in here lately. Of course, expanding the basketball tournament here recently as well. 10:27 to go here. FGR with another opportunity. Brew up some offense here. High off the head that time. Looking for McFarland that time. And this heads back to Orchard Lake. Maybe a little bit more gamemanship coming here as well with the setup to the throw. Good redirect by Fout. Ooh, in the area as well. Nicodemus just a little bit to the left of the play. Slade making the difference here. Buzzing off for Vark. Chested forward. Physical play by Sophie Carmesino that time.
FGR wanted a foul called, flag, and they didn't get it. Some physicality across the way.
So you got that? You got the push?
Rust just curved it in play here. Ooh, trying to end up right back into the welcoming foot of Clanow, but missed. And they'll get Mackenzie McMiller involved here one more time. Not feeling her best here today in terms of physical health, but coming out and trying to lead her team to a championship. They need a goal to at least tie this thing up here before the last 8:16 ticks by. Vark. Saw that one spring out, and Riley Martin will toss it in here.
The Eaglets will play in their district at Waterford Kettering, and they'll start on the 26th in 10 days.
Entry pass looking for Ferris. Instead, it's McFarland who plays it in the midfield, quickly redirected to the middle. Ferris again was there, but it got to Hazame instead. 2-1 Eaglets. 7 and change to go in this one, and they'll stop the clock. Is this for the substitution or something else?
I don't know. I think a substitution. Meanwhile, Father Gabriel Richard will play one more regular season game. Here's another look, Jeremy, at the last attempt. But one game on senior night.
Well, we had an injury there. That's what the delay was.
Okay. And then they will host Father Gabriel Richard Districts on the 27th in Ann Arbor. Both these teams expected to go far, though, in their respective divisions. St. Mary's in Division 2. And so is FGR. Division 3 is FGR, my bad. So different divisions, they will not play again. This will be it. And the Eaglets will try to get the sweep from them this year and stay perfect on the season, which has been impressive. The best year under Keith Jeffrey. But both schools expected to go far in this postseason.
Slade had a nice impact on this game for the Irish. Taking it off that far sideline, 6 minutes to go. And a push from behind, and a free kick is coming up for the Irish here. Their biggest yet in an effort to tie this thing up.
There you see it, Jeremy. Little push from behind, and this is the biggest play of the game thus far, and a chance for the Irish to knot it up.
McFarland drives it forward too high into where the other teams are warming up for this next one. Marion and Regina coming up next here. Scheduled 2 o'clock start. Olivia Russ putting Orchard Lake up to this 2-1 score, her 7th goal of the year. Senior, hoping to help kill off this last 5 minutes. FGR has other thoughts, though. Fout leans one forward. Picked off the other direction. That is last off Orchard Lake. 4:34 left. Redirected by Fout, and coming out, Hazame. She will hold on as long as she can here. Bad bounce. Here come the Eaglets going the other way. Hamilton looking for some free space, and the sophomore saw it punched out.
Nice angle there defensively.
Well, this obviously with just a few minutes left, I'm sure Gabriel Richard will start to try to take a few extra chances here. This was a 1-0 game earlier in the year, a little bit more scoring. Actually kind of surprising to see 3 goals with how good both of these two teams are defensively.
Yeah. Right?
They don't give up goals, neither of them. It's just not what they're doing. It's not in their DNA.
No, defense and goaltending. And that's how you build a championship brand. And both these coaches have done that. And you can see why these programs are excelling.
3 minutes left now. Orchard Lake trying to cruise to this one here. That will not help, though, as they rule it a goal kick. FGR counting down their last few chances in this one. What can they get going down the field here?
Yep. FGR on the hustle, Jeremy. And Delaney David aggressively sends the return check.
They just keep inching.
Yeah.
Closer and closer here. There's another one. 5 yards here, 5 yards there.
Sure.
Another 10 yards on the throw.
And a cloud of dust.
10 yards away from the 18 just a few moments ago. That one nearly slivered the other direction here. Irish seeing the Eaglets hop on it. Will it stay in play? No, it will not. Couple bodies on Fout's side there as that ball won by Slade. Zinging a ball just shy of the 18. Slade trying to pick it up again. She does. She's got McFarland to her right. McFarland directing traffic right there. There's a little hip check that time.
Yeah.
And it works to kill off some time, but it will stay in FGR's possession here. 1:26 left to go.
It's called the Hamilton hip check.
Just maybe shy of a foul there, too. Got enough contact, but not enough.
Watch out here.
Off the shin, little 2-on-2 in the midfield here. Martin trying to put a right foot into it. Great clear down, 1:04 left. Offside the call there. It's our first of the day here. A big one, though, for Orchard Lake as they turn it over. 50 seconds left. They march it just shy of midfield for the kick. Served over the middle. Nicodemus in the area. She has the one and only goal so far for FGR. They'll toss it in. Here's Fout. Fout on the right foot of Benz. Couldn't hold the handle on it, though. 29 seconds to go. Booming one. A little bit too shallow. McFarland. And now Orchard Lake can really coax this clock down. 19 seconds to play as they get it back to Hazame. 13 by the time it gets to her. The Eaglet fans can feel it here. There's 8 on the clock. Orchard Lake just gonna kick it out of play here, and just like that, the Eaglets are gonna take home the Catholic League crown today. 2-1 the final score. They scored 2 unanswered goals right at the end of this one. And the game winner today from Olivia Rust, her 7th of the year, 4-year varsity starter. Plays a really gritty role for this team. And just like that, Orchard Lake, after not making the final last year, but winning it in 2024, have come back and done it even with the slight delay and the question of the weather here today. An impressive effort by them. And it went in waves, as we said. One team would dominate, then the next. One team would dominate, then the next. And you could see it's starting to piece together there for the Fighting Irish as well. A team that's going to be definitely a dangerous out heading into the state playoffs, which we say start in just 10 days at this point. But it was a fun one right down the stretch.
It sure was. The Irish, a tough out. The Eaglets get them for the second time this year, stay perfect, and overcome that goal, as you mentioned, by Nicodemus to start things, interrupt that 12 straight clean sheet streak, and then the Eaglets bounce back. They get the 1 goal to tie it, and then the game winner, as you mentioned, by perhaps our G of the game, Olivia Rust. We'll find that out shortly.
All right, once again, 2-1 your final score in this one. We'll have the post game coming up in just a few minutes right here on the Prep. Don't go anywhere.
Lowering the shoulder. Swing and a miss. McGinley scores!
And it's going to be a challenge for us. I mean, they're a really talented football team. I think everybody knows that.
4 wide receivers. Pressure, steps up. Marshall wants to run again. Cuts down the middle of the field. All alone. Touchdown! Warriors! What a cut.
Look, everybody wanna go and talk. At the same time, gotta walk it. Better yet, run, go, hit a lick, divvy up with my homies, and we do it all again. Whenever we get it, there's no hesitation.
to shoulder. Swing and a miss. McGinley scores!
And it's going to be a challenge for us. I mean, they're a really talented football team. I think everybody knows that.
Four wide receivers. Pressure. Steps up. Marshall wants to run again. Cuts down the middle of the field. All alone. Touchdown! Warriors! What a cut.
Two-one the final score in this one. Orchard Lake defeats FGR in your Cardinal Division Championship. It's their second title in the last 3 years. This program has only been around for a few overall. Take a look at some highlights from this one as well as these two teams prepare to get their medals and trophies here today as well. This goal, as we kind of referenced earlier from Nicodemus, it kind of started out of nowhere, just tucked it in to the left after Orchard Lake was starting to dominate in this one.
She had a presence all day about her. You knew Nicodemus was the best player on the pitch for the Irish at most times.
And Orchard Lake started to make their run forward as well. Carmesino with an impressive tally there.
Yeah, it was. Top shelf cookie jar.
8th goal of the year for her there. And then off the corner, everybody out in front into that crowd on the other side. Olivia Rust able to collect the game winner in this one. There's Mike Evoy, director of the Catholic High School League. Mike Evoy going to present the championships trophies here.
Can't say enough about what Keith Jeffrey has done with this program, winning the championship back-to-back years, and a big, big moment for the Eaglets soccer program in just its 5th year. And there it is. Perfection so far this year, Jeremy. Just the 2 ties. They have not tasted loss yet this season. It says quite a bit about the program, but more to go. Elite 8s the last 2 years. Keith Jeffrey wanted to take the program to the next level. That's the Final Four. And high expectations for this St. Mary's girls soccer team that has had an impressive 5-year run.
After kind of the wonder, would they play this game? What time would they play this game? Would it be 1? Would it be 2? Would it be 3? Would it be 4? And then it ended up being right on time. Off by a couple minutes of 12-15 start here today. And a finish for a championship here on the prep as well. Try to grab our G of the game in just a few moments. Stick with us.
The store is set up. He's got the order, and he's off. It's a full court press. These brands are knocking it out of the park. This, my friends, is the speed we've come to expect from this team. Just look at the precision of that move. And it's out of here.
If you are looking for a life-changing workout experience, look no further than Pure Barre Novi. We are proud to help you achieve your fitness goals while joining a vibrant, supportive community that is over 300 women strong. Our classes are designed to strengthen and tone your entire body, and our teachers can help provide modifications for any fitness level. Find out more right now by calling 248-596 0002, visiting our website, following us on social media, or by coming to our studio right on Grand River Avenue in Novi. We can't wait to see you and help you achieve your fitness goals.
Parents Changing Spaces is a locally owned, free senior living referral and placement service. They help families who have loved ones that can no longer independently care for themselves find a place to live. They work with families across Southeast Michigan to find all types of senior housing, including assisted living, memory care, and residential care homes. In addition, if your loved one is in need of some assistance but not yet ready to make a move, they can provide guidance and resources for in-care home givers, physical and occupational therapy, transportation, and much more. Parents Changing Spaces service is complimentary and of no charge to you. Give them a call today, 844-772-7368, to learn how they can help your family.
All right, Jeremy Otto back here at Shrine. 2-1 the final score as Orchard Lake takes the championship here today. Here with our G of the game, you can see the hat, Olivia Rust. You scored the game-winning goal here today. Can you break that one down? Kind of a lot of people out in front of the box there.
Yeah, so honestly, it was just a really good ball from Sophie, our forward, taking the goal, and then honestly, I just tapped it in.
Yeah. Well, this is your second title in the last 3 years as well. You kind of had a rebuilding year. I know you turned it on in the playoffs overall when you got healthy, but what is it about this group that got this championship here today?
I think it's really our connection. Like, we spend a lot of time together. We work on everything together. We're all really close. We're just good friends, and it makes for a good team and good chemistry.
Well, and this is a team, a tough team that you played in the past in the regular season as well. What was different here today? What did you take from that last matchup?
I think we really just wanted the win, make our team proud, make our coaches proud, make each other proud.
What's the key in the state playoffs now? Because you win this one, you win the big trophy today, but then there's more in mind now, right?
We just got to keep the effort up, keep being motivated, stay healthy. Everything like that.
Yeah, well, good luck going forward.
Thank
Congrats on your G of the Game honor here today. Final score 2-1 in favor of Orchard Lake here from Shrine in this Cardinal Division Championship. We thank you for tuning in here today as well. Good luck to Orchard Lake. Good luck to the rest of the field here in the girls soccer brackets as well.
Thank you.